Actually, Ariel region was once a shallow water region and also a deep water region. That is quite 100 million years ago. It is the area where we find
we have with us a very young paleontologist, Aswatha Biju. Thanks for being here.
hello everyone.
Good. Ashwatha, tell us a little about yourself. How old are you? Where are you from?
Oh, hello everyone. This is Aswatha Biju, a young paleontologist of India. I'm 13 years old. I'm from India, Tamil Nadu, Chennai.
Oh, you're from Chennai. Okay, very good. So is it raining in Chennai right now?
Yes, sir.
It is.
Raining
Okay.
heavily right now.
So it's good. So I am from Coimbatore, Ashwatha. So not far from you. Okay. So
Yes.
Ashwatha, you are a paleontologist, right? And a lot of people do not know who a paleontologist is. So tell us, who is a paleontologist? What does a paleontologist do?
Yes, sir. Paleontologists are researchers who do research under the field paleontology. So mostly let me describe what is the field paleontology. Paleontology is a science that comes under both geological and biological science. In this, we study about Earth's history with the help of fossil evidences. Fossil evidences are collected by paleontologists and they are the major person who describe about Earth's history. They collect each and every sample, produce theses and research articles so that these
Ashwatha? Hello?
Sir, you are on mute.
Ashwatha, can you hear me?
Excuse me, sir.
Ashwatha, can you hear me? Hello? I think we're having a terrible connection today. It is not raining in Coimbatore. Ashwatha, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Okay,
I'm
good.
present here.
Very good, very good. So I lost you only for about 5 seconds. I think today the connection is being
Yes, sir, yeah.
terrible. So you did tell us who a paleontologist is. Thanks for that. Right? So when did this all start?
You're welcome, sir.
So when did this
When I
whole
was
journey
at the
start?
age 5, yes, sir. So when I was at the age 5, my father bought me an encyclopedia. During that age, I was unable to see, I was unable to read. Therefore, I loved seeing pictures in different books. At the same time, once when I was seeing the pictures of the encyclopedia, suddenly once I stopped at one particular page where there was a big fossilized ammonite. That was the organism that raised my curiosity towards the field paleontology. During that age, I did not know that it was a fossil, nor there is a different field called paleontology for fossils. But still, I had the curiosity and interest to know what was the field and what is that particular organism. During that age, all I knew was that's a particular organism living in the ocean, and that is a type of invertebrate. Because since age 2, I love collecting shells, and I had an ample amount of shell collections too. Therefore, I declared it like that. But I did not leave my hope towards that. I asked my mother if I could collect the specimen because I thought it was a shell. My mother said you cannot collect the specimen because this particular organism is under government's property. Not only this, all kind of fossils are under government's property. But if you're too interested regarding this, I would like to take you to Egmore Government Museum, wherein which in the geology department in the entrance would be this particular fossil. As said, she took me to Egmore Government Museum, And there in the entrance of geology department, we had a big fossilized ammonite. That was the moment when I realized the assumption I took was incorrect and it is actually a fossil because it was too heavy and exactly just like a rock. And it was not an organism and not lightweight too. That is the thing that misled my assumption. Soon, when I was by the age 11, I came to know that the organism I've been seeing all these years in Egmore Government Museum was a fossil, and the field that deals about fossils are paleontology, and the field paleontology is especially endangered in our India. When I knew that, I started creating an awareness about the endangered field paleontology to students and others in our India.
Very well. So I have been to the IGMO Museum, so I know what you're talking about. And so the first thing that you came across and then you felt it was a fossil of some nature. Do you know what fossil it was?
It is a fossilized ammonite. It comes under Cephalopoda phylum. It's a type of snail. It is an organism belonging to the snail category only. They are in coiled shape.
And how big was it?
It was in a coiled shape, sir.
So how big was the fossil that you found? The first one that you remember so well?
It was quite large. It was quite large, measuring to about the half size of a dining table. It was that big.
Oh, that's pretty big. And
yes, sir.
Can I ask this, right? So I have a 4-year-old son who is interested in dinosaurs, and I run a few institutions, and I understand the importance of. So we do get children to get their hands dirty. We say, hey, I got him one of these digging skeleton dinosaur things, like where he has to dig every day to get that skeleton out, the dinosaur skeleton out. Right. So every day he digs a little. After about 20 minutes, he's like, Appa, I'm not going to dig this. I'll dig tomorrow. And every day he's been digging a little. So have your parents been okay with you getting your hands dirty as a young kid? Were they okay with that? Because that's where it all starts. A lot of parents don't want to get their hands dirty.
Yes, that's true. My parents are fine with it because until and unless we touch something and learn it, we don't know what is inbuilt within it. So my parents are completely fine with it, and myself, I don't feel anything getting my hands dirty or getting my clothes dirty. I feel really engaged with fossils, and each moment I pick a fossil, I just start imagining what was this area and how was the organism living millions of years ago. So getting my hands dirty did not seem a large thing.
No, it is a good thing because it is amazing so much that we don't know about this world, and a lot of people, we speak so much about the current times we live in, but the whole study of paleontology is all about understanding where we come from as well. And that first fossil you found, do you know how old the fossil was?
Yes, sir. I thought that first fossil I would find would be obviously ammonite because that was the organism that tickled my interest towards the field paleontology. But the same organism, I did not collect ammonite. My first fossil was belemnite. Both ammonite, belemnite, nautilus, and some other organism belong to the same phylum called Cephalopoda. That particular belemnite I collected was 89 to 100 million year old sample that belongs to Cretaceous period of Mesozoic era. The specimen was collected from Ariyalur region.
That is what I've read as well. It was from the Ariyalur region. So is that a region where you find a lot more fossils? Is there a lot of fossils out there?
Yes, sir. It is actually Ariyalur region was once a shallow water region and also a deep water region. That is quite 100 million years ago. It is the area where we find plenty of Cretaceous period fossils, Tertiary period fossils, and Gondwana period fossils. That Ariyalur belt comes under Kaveri River basin.
Very well, yeah, which a lot of people who are watching around the world, it is in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. And Arilo belt is, for some people, they would know what is the Chola belt as well. So that's where the whole Kaveri River and the entire belt is there. So it's beautiful. So do your friends talk to you about this? Do they come and say, hey, tell me something about, because a lot of people don't know fossil. They only think dinosaurs, uh, So do your friends come and talk to you about this?
Yeah, if my friends are really curious about these and if they would like to know about that, they would obviously learn what is there and they will try their level best to pursue that in a passionate form. But most usually we do not communicate that I've got these many awards and these are the organisms I've collected until and unless they themselves are eager to learn about it. I don't. I usually used to not communicate mostly about that to them. I'm one among the student in my class, so that I've not felt so many things like that around me in the school surrounding.
So which school do you go to, Ashwatha?
I belong to Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Pallavaram, Chennai.
Oh, you go to the Chaitanya Techno School, Pallavaram. So do they support you
Yes.
with what you're doing? Does your school provide you enough support and time to take off and do paleontology?
Yes,
They do? They do? Very
yes,
well.
they do.
Very well. Because sometimes most schools, what teachers don't understand, they immediately go around saying, hey, this is not good for you now. When you're older, you can talk about all of this. So they haven't turned you down, right?
No, sir. They are really thankful and I'm really thankful to them that they provide at most whatever they could do, they do. So I'm really thankful to my school.
Which is very nice of them, and I hope they continue to support you in whatever you do. I have something to ask
Thank you,
you.
sir.
You
Yes,
did receive an award from the Tamil Nadu government. What was that
yes,
award?
sir. That was my first award. I received it from FICCI FLO, a women's organization. That was the right moment when I stepped into the field paleontology and started creating an awareness about the field to students and others. That was the first award that enabled and tapped the field paleontology in a high position. They especially made the field popular. That was the right moment when people came to know that there was a field called paleontology apart from other field like the engineering and medicine and so on. That I feel super glad that I received an award that tapped the field paleontology for the first time and they recognized my my achievements, not just achievements, my passion that I had
Yeah.
towards the field paleontology.
So when did this happen, Ashwatha? When was the award given to you?
The award was given to me when I was at the age 11.
So that's about 2 years back.
Yes.
And how did it feel receiving an award from the state of Tamil Nadu? I think it was from the governor of Tamil Nadu, right?
Glad. Yes, sir, governor only. I felt really super glad because, as I said, that was the time when people or the people who were assembled over there too, they came to know about the field paleontology for the first time and they were really surprised to know that there is a field related to prehistoric animals. I felt really glad that the field paleontology was getting slowly apart from the term endangered.
So, and there are a lot of people who would not take to paleontology very lightly, and they have a very religious connotation to things. Has anybody spoken to you and said, "Hey, no, this is not this"? Have you ever had that sort of a conversation ever before?
No, sir, not at all, not like that.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Good. So, the reason I asked is paleontology is a very interesting field as it is because if you know your roots, you know where you come from, you understand the ecology of this, the very nature of Earth as it is. You sort of are more respectful to Earth. You know that the entire cycle has been happening so many times. There are creatures that come around, and then there are creatures that vanish, and then new creatures come, new creatures vanish. Has there been any moment in your rather young life where you've learned something and you said, okay, this changed everything that I know about mankind? Has there anything been like that?
So the first theory everyone believed was man evolved from monkey. But even myself, even I believe that because that was the theory we were accepting since childhood. That is the famous talk we'll
Yes.
be talking. But still, I had a question inbuilt within me. Is that true? Was that monkey evolved? That was that human evolved from monkey? That answer
Ashwata?
when I entered the field paleontology.
Ashwata, can you come
Sir?
again, please? I lost you there, Ashwata. Can you? We heard you only for a short while, but can you come again? You spoke about man not evolving from the monkey. That was the common notion, and how
Yes, sir,
it
yes.
changed with the deeper understanding. Can you come again, please? Because we lost you there.
Yes, I'll come again for sure. So, since childhood, all we know about human evolution was we humans came from monkey. Even I believe in the theory when I was small, but still I had a question within myself that is that true? Is that true that the theory of human evolving from monkey? The answer was provided by the field paleontology. Once I entered the field, that was the first thing I was curious about, and I really wanted to know what was that. The answer I got was it was not monkey, it was not human, it is not that human evolved from monkey. Monkey itself evolved from a small organism called rat. From rat, monkey evolved, and soon step by step, from rat, monkey, monkey from human. That is the order of evolution. That was the first thing. So I understood that paleontology is not just the field and it's not just the solution for the present life forms. It's also the solution for the future life forms that is going to come, because it tells each and every single detail about everything, including the mass extinctions, new life generation, evolution of organisms, and the present climatical conditions and ecology, even environment. The present environment is not the environment organism lived millions of years ago. It says there was a dramatic change. Learn about it and make sure that you too convey the same thing to everyone so that they will too come to know about that.
Have you ever been able to sort of, I'm sure as you come to know more and your knowledge increases, and as you find more information about our past, you start questioning even the textbooks that are teaching you all of this, right? Where your knowledge conflicts with what the textbook is. Have you ever had that conversation with the teacher saying, I don't think this is right? Have you ever
No,
had
sir,
that?
that's
You
no.
haven't.
I've never questioned my teachers because what they teach is just from the book and what they have learned. I've never questioned my teachers regarding the theory because it is the theory produced by someone else and they have learned the theory and taught us about that. In that case, you can't blame the teacher. So I have not created any conflict. All the conflict I had was within my brain and within my heart. I did not go throw it up to my teachers. I just tickled my brain again and again, go through it, learn what was the true hidden fact within it. So I have not
No,
faced
but
such conflict with my teacher.
but I should really sort of tell you this. Having been I'm continuing to be in a position where I'm running all these institutions. If there is a moment where you feel you have to question the syllabi that is being taught to you, I don't think you should hesitate. Because you are right. The syllabus is made up by people, and the teachers are teaching the same syllabus. Because that is not something that is wrong. It is something very constructive. Because knowledge as we know it can continue to evolve. Today, there's only
Yeah,
so
they
much knowledge
changed
we have.
obviously.
Exactly. And in about 10 years, our knowledge would be much more, and we would have a greater
Yes,
understanding about ourselves. So it doesn't mean what knowledge we had before was wrong. It is just that we knew only
yes.
so much. So I sincerely believe
That's
there's, you're
because
not
actually
conflicting anybody.
earlier, yes,
Sorry, no, I was saying you're not conflicting anybody. It is your evolution. You are growing and getting your knowledge, and I think if you have that opportunity to share it with your fellow classmates and your teachers, it'll be nice. It'll be wonderful for them also to say, maybe you know, there is another way to
Yes,
look at
sir.
this. You won't get the
Yeah.
best marks, of course,
Yeah.
but who cares? Yeah, I think you should get more
Yeah.
knowledge. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Often if there is any interesting facts with me, I used to either share with my friends or directly I used to share with my teachers, because I feel that sharing with them, they will also come to know about new things. So
Correct.
whenever I get the chance, I used to transfer the knowledge what I have to them too.
You should, because I sincerely believe you will be discovering more than what the books can teach you. And that is a good trajectory to be on, and that is a very, very good trajectory to be on. So Ashwatha, you are, you know, now recognized as a paleontologist. In fact, you're recognized as the youngest paleontologist of India, right, Ashwatha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I was saying right now you're recognized as the youngest paleontologist of India, right?
Yes, sir.
Who all is part of your support mechanism? Who all is part of your learning mechanism to help, you know, sort of give you all that knowledge for your curiosity? Who and all is involved in this now? Ashwatha?
I have my mentors. I have more mentors. Yes, sir, actually, your voice is breaking and it
Sure.
shows red signal over here, sir, from your
So
side.
I can hear you now, and I think you can hear me. I was saying, just tell me more
I
about your
heard the
support.
question, sir.
All yours.
Yes, I heard the question. Yes, sir. So I have my mentors. If there is any doubt within myself and if there is any difficulty in identifying specimens name or details related to the specimens, I would refer my mentors. I have from a lot of universities and all around the world. They help me by giving a lot of links of theses so that I could go through it and learn much more from them. Uh, I feel that I could list out few of my mentors' name. My foremost mentor is Dr. Mo Ramkumar sir from Periyar University. He is
Very good.
HOD of Geology Department over there, Salem. He was my mentor right when I stepped into the field paleontology. When I knew nothing about fossils and the field, Ramkumar sir was the fossils, how do they get preserved, and what is the field paleontology? Not considering me as a small child and not capable of learning anything, he just transferred all his knowledge to me so that I could shine in future and make the field paleontology known to everyone. So I thank Dr. Muram Kumar sir at this moment, and Dr. Nagendra sir from Anna University. Then Prasad sir, he's a geologist from Aryalur. He's one of my friendly mentor. Sir helped me in a lot of field work, even in sample collecting. When there is any need of samples, like soil sample for doing in detail research about microfossils. Right now I'm doing internship related to microfossils. Sir helps me out in that. So I have many more mentors like that. Dr. K. Ayasamy sir, retired director of GRI, Geological Survey of India. Right now he is in Presidency College. He teaches students about geology and paleontology. He did research especially about ammonites. He was my mentor who taught me how what the morphological behavior of ammonite, that is how do they move from one region to another. I have
Very
many
well.
more mentors like that. I can list out all.
No, the reason I asked all of that is to understand how you have your knowledge and your, you know, your curiosity being quenched. And it is important that I'm glad you have a support system of this nature, and may you find more people who can take you to greater heights and feed you with all the knowledge and information you seek. Now, one last thing I need to ask you, Ashwatha. Your parents, you have siblings, or you're the only child?
I
Ashwatha?
have a little sister. She is doing UKG.
Oh,
Same
very
school.
well. That is a little
I
sister for
have a
sure.
little sister, sir. She is Yes, sir. She's doing a UKG.
She is doing a UKG. So do you spend enough time with her?
Yes. Yes, sir. We play a lot
Yeah, very
when we
well.
are at home.
No,
Especially during the pandemic situation, we got a very good time.
but I think, you know, considering that, you know, you are about 13 and as mature as you are, you would come across like a young little mother to her, taking care of her as well. Maybe that's the way she's also going to be seeing you. Ashwatha?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir?
Yeah. Yes, Ashwatha, the connection is a little terrible. No, I was just trying to get to know you and your family better. And I was saying
Yes.
she being so young, and because my sister, who's my eldest sister, who's about 6 years older than I, comes across like a little, you know, young mother to me. And for somebody who's a little more, the age gap is about 11 years old. I'm sure you would come
Yes.
across like a little mother to her as well. Yeah. So
Yes.
I have to ask, so you've been recognized as a prodigy now, right? And as a prodigy, I sincerely hope I've had the opportunity to talk to all these young kids over the last 3-4 weeks, and there are 100 prodigies we choose every year, right? And you're a prodigy amongst 100 people from across the world. And in fact, you're the youngest paleontologist I'm talking to. How does it feel?
So once again, I felt really glad to be a part of 100 prodigies with during the year 2020, one among the Global Prodigy awardee. During that moment, I thought that award meant for the field of paleontology to be known globally, so that it is not going to be just me as a paleontologist from India. It is going to be many more people who will be passionate and get into the field. That stage led to a global awareness. I guess that is the moment. And I would like to say one more thing. I don't
Oh,
think so. This during the year 2020 selection of awardees, it is just one paleontologist. I hope when it is 2021, the upcoming year, there would be many more paleontologists who will come under the category of paleontology. I guess that.
I sincerely hope to as well. But once the fire is lit, then the fire has only one way. You'll have to just feed it, and the fire grows and grows and burns. So, very, very nice of you to come online. And sorry about the terrible connection that we're having to endure to talk to each other. I thank you for coming online, and all of you out there, thanks a lot for tuning in and being patient. I know the connection is terrible. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. again, I'm back online with another prodigy from South Africa this time, a young DJ kid. Look forward to him being with us, and thank you, Aswatha Biju, for being here with us. We'll catch you again, and I look forward to watching your journey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
And I wish you the very best.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
and stay safe, everybody. Stay safe,
Thank you, sir.
everybody.